Hey everybody, welcome to this month's podcast for software quality and beer. Welcome, I am here with Matt Kubal, my partner in crime. I had a really rough time getting that out last time. So welcome. Hey Matt, thanks for joining me.
Hello. Halfway through my beer already.
Yep, there you go. And as always, we are at Thirsty Buffalo, a great brewery in Odessa, Florida. So if you're ever in the area, you got to check this place out. I am drinking actually today their Trailmaker, which recently won a medal, and they're going to be awarded that medal. They don't know if it's bronze, silver, or gold at the Beer Fest in Zephyr Hills, Florida this weekend. So anyway, thank you to Thirsty Buffalo for letting us have our podcast here.
I'm drinking the Ciao Bella. Again, I think I drank that last time we were here.
Ciao Bella?
Yeah, it's an Italian Pilsner. Very good. Delicious.
Mine's an American Pale Ale. Delicious. Very good. So hey, today we're going to be talking about, one of the things I know I get asked a lot is if I can recommend any conferences or even user groups on software quality and software testing. So we're going to chat a little bit about both of those. I found this really cool site that I didn't know about. I don't know if you've ever heard of it, Matt, called testingconferences.org. So testingconferences.org. And they have this huge list of conferences happening in the calendar year throughout the world. I mean, I went here and I've got over 4 pages. I think I've got 20, 25 conferences listed here. I'm just going to rattle off a few. So one of the ones they talk about is Test Automation Days 2025. That's happening March 5th and 6th in Rotterdam, the Netherlands. So that sounds interesting. I know nothing about Test Automation Days. If any of you do, write us in. Have you ever heard of it?
I feel like I've heard it mentioned somewhere before.
I'm kind of betting that they cover test automation, though.
Probably.
Yeah. So
I don't think I'm going to make it to Rotterdam, though.
Yeah. No, that would be fun, though. That would be fun. And then there's the Paris Test Conference, and that's March 25th. That looks like it might just be a one-day thing, and that's in Paris. And we've got the Test Mass. That's in the Netherlands. And
anything in America?
First one the first one they list, and we always attend this one, is Star East 2025. That's in Orlando, Florida. Specifically, that's at the Rosen Center. So if any of you are there, that's going to be happening April 27th to May 2nd. We love the STAR conferences. We always exhibit there. Their expo's always on the Wednesday and Thursday of the week of the conference. They do a great job in getting some fantastic speakers. They're always available to you. So there's Star East. Again, that's April 27th and May 7th. And I know that our team's going to be out there, including Matt Kubal. So if you're out there, stop by and say hi to him. Then we've got, this is one I've really always wanted to go to, and that's Test Days. QA or the Highway is what it's called. And that's in Columbus, Ohio, one day. I've been wanting to check that one out. That's June 27th in Columbus, Ohio. Do you know anybody who's ever been there, Matt?
Never heard of it. Oh, Columbus or that conference?
Columbus, I know you've heard of Columbus, Ohio. But I think it's QA or the Highway is the name of the conference.
Interesting.
I hear that's a really good, I guess one of the smaller conferences, one day, but a great time. Then another one in the U.S. is Star West. That's out in Anaheim at Disneyland in the Disneyland Hotel. That is, I think it's safe to say, out of the STAR conferences, one of their larger conferences. Last year, when we went, I think there were probably about maybe 1,200 people, 1,000 to 1,200, I think, counting exhibitors. Great time. And then some other ones that are happening. PNSQC. PNSQC, that stands for Pacific Northwest Software Quality Conference. I've only been to that once. Smaller conference, great time.
How many people?
So when I went, there were, I'm going to say maybe 150. But one of the things and I presented and taught a class there, And one of the things they have presenters do is write a white paper. So to support whatever it is they're presenting. So I actually taught a class out there on risk analysis and implementing risk analysis in an agile environment. Then another great one that I've heard about. This is over in the Netherlands, in Amsterdam, which is an awesome city. Have you ever been to Amsterdam?
No.
Oh,
I'm not.
you got to go. That is a fun place. That is November 10th through the 11th. And then some other ones that Eurostar, so another STAR conference. That's going to be in Edinburgh, Scotland, June 3rd through the 6th. And then some other ones I want to mention, and these are also by TechWell, the ones I'm going to mention, and TechWell does the STAR conferences. AICon, that's going to be in Seattle, Washington, June 11th, 12th.
Is that new?
So, yes, it is new. It's a revamped, it used to be Agile DevOps West that they had in Vegas.
Okay.
So TechWell decided to have AICon up in Seattle. So I'm going to try to at least attend that one. And then another one I want to mention that we've started going to, because we're a big partner, but Open Text World. That's going to be out in Nashville, Tennessee. If you guys are there, stop by, say hi. I'll buy you a beer and some barbecue. That's going to be November 17th through the 20th. They're not 100% sure where that's going to be, but it is going to be in Nashville. Just not sure. It'll probably be at Gaylord. That's what my guess would be.
Okay.
So Matt, when you go to conferences, what are things you like or try to avoid in conferences?
I like happy hour. No. Excuse me.
Cheers to happy hour.
Yeah. No, I like seeing the new tools that are out there. You know, it seems like every time you go to a conference, there are half the stuff there you've never even heard of.
Right.
You know.
Right.
So that's pretty cool. See what new stuff's going on. And then getting to interact with the vendors of the tools you are using, it's pretty nice to get some FaceTime with them. Like, hey, I'm having this problem. You ever seen this? You know, hopefully they have some engineers on site. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. But you might be able to pick their brain on some problem you're having.
Sure.
You know, sometimes they don't have an engineer and they just say, hey, just email us a ticket. So you're back at the same place you were in the beginning. And then, of course, you get to see sometimes a roadmap of where they're going with new tools.
Okay.
I know it was a big thing with the, back when HP owned all of the ADM solutions
Okay.
that we use. Like you could, go out to Vegas and attend all the meetings with, here's what's in our next versions and stuff like that. Here's the cool stuff that's coming up. So that's pretty nice to see.
Real quick, because
Yeah.
that's a great point. So one of the things the STAR conference has done, so most conferences, if a presenter is accepted and they give a presentation, then they're not supposed to make it specific about their solution. You know, everyone's supposed to be able to use it. But the STAR conferences also will offer exhibitors tech sessions where they'll have a 15-minute session where they can demo their solution.
Yeah.
So that's nice.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. And then as far as like dislikes, so it's cool to see the new tools, but I feel like a new thing that is starting to infect us is the rise of AI. Like
yeah.
anybody can deploy a tool sort of thing. It's I don't know if I'm the first person to come up with this term, probably not, but like, the term script kiddies?
Yeah.
Kids used to be able to know just enough to really be a pain in the ass on the internet and hack into things and stuff like that. An AI kitty, somebody who knows enough to get AI to spit them out an application that they can show up to a conference and say, look at my testing tool. And of course, as you might get roped into deciding you want to bring this in your organization, and there's nothing behind it other than some person that's plugging in, queries to an AI to develop their application. Probably long term that doesn't work out well, and I worry that you get a lot of fly-by-night stuff that pops up,
Right.
that doesn't have a real long-term outlook on it.
Yeah, that's a good point. You definitely have to do your due diligence when you're looking at software testing solutions.
Yep. Because like I said, every year there's a bunch you've never heard of.
Right.
You know, and you feel bad. You don't want to say, oh no, I want nothing to do with you because you're new.
Right.
At the same time, you do have to be very vigilant of new entrants into the market. Like,
Right.
are they actually offering anything? Do they have a development team behind them, or is it just sort of fly by night thing?
Right. No, that's a great point. I mean, I really like accessibility to speakers. When I'm fortunate enough to be accepted as a presenter, as a speaker, I try to make myself accessible. But I think that's really important. That's probably one of the big things. And it's always nice to have a nice venue. And then like you said, first thing, happy hour. The other thing I want to give a really quick shout out to, there's some great user groups. They're coming back to life now since COVID. I can tell you, I got to give a great shout out to Software Quality Group of New England. That's SQGNE. They meet the third Wednesday of every month, except for I think it's July and August they take off. They're up in the Burlington area. Check that out. And then the other thing is Meetup, meetup.com. I know it sounds like a dating site, so make sure you let your spouse know that you're not on meetup.com to meet anyone. But you go in there, they have all sorts of IT subjects you can select.
Yeah.
That's how I started attending Lean Beer for All Things Agile, hosted by Om Patel, as well as Lean Beer Agile in St. Pete. So if you're in the area, check those out. So I think that's it for today.
Okay.
Matt, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Always enjoy it. Thank you, everyone. If you have any questions, hey, message us. I am more than happy to send you the list of the conferences with the dates. If you have any questions, let us know. Thanks, everybody, and cheers. Bye
Cheers.
now.